Hey, what's good, YouTube family? Welcome back to the channel. This is your favorite show on YouTube, A1 Advice. I am your host, back at it like a crack addict, A1K, and I have a lot of very important and informative information I want to give out in today's video. But before I get started, man, allow me to get some information out, just in case someone decides and wants to follow me on my social media or leave a donation to the channel. My Instagram handle is going to be A1K with one underscore at the end. That's A1KAY underscore. Feel free to follow me on my Instagram, like a few pics. As long as you're positive and respectful, it's all good with me, man. So having said that, I'm going to also leave my Snapchat just in case someone decides and wants to add me on my Snapchat. I prefer to have only the female viewers add me on my Snapchat. Having said that, my Snapchat handle is going to be KJ underscore Alexander. Okay, I'm going to leave both of the social media accounts in the description of this video, Feel free to add me on there, chop it up one time. Also, I'm gonna leave my Cash App handle in the description of this video, just in case someone feels compelled to want to leave a small donation or even a large donation for whatever reason, because I truly feel that a little bit of something is way better than a whole bunch of nothing. So, having said that, man, I'm gonna leave all that in the description of this video. Go ahead and check that out for me when you get done, Also, if you have not already liked the video, hit that thumbs up button. Stop playing with me, okay? If you have not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss none of this content that I'm putting out for y'all. I want y'all to soak this information up as soon as it comes out. And the only way you can do that is if you subscribe to the channel. Okay? So hit that subscribe button one time, okay? Do that for me. Alright. So yeah, man, having said that, man, I'm gonna jump right into this topic video for you guys, and what I wanted to break down today was something that, we often don't hear a lot of people talk about, whether it be on YouTube, social media, or any type of platform like that, And, oftentimes we'll hear people talk about all their successes and all of their victories, and they'll glorify all the A's on their report card. But what you don't really hear too many people talk about is breaking down some of the D's and the F's on their report card, right? So I'm talking about mistakes, man. People really don't want to glorify their mistakes, or they try to bring it up without really diving too deep into it. But I feel that mistakes are how we learn. Mistakes are how we grow and how we become better. So having said that, man, what I'm gonna do today in this video is break down some, not all, but some of my biggest mistakes, man. I'm telling you. And if you can learn from your mistakes, then it truly was not in vain. Okay. The only time a mistake is truly made is if you don't learn from it. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, having said that, man, one of the first mistakes I made, and I'm only 23 years old at the time of this video being recorded. I'll be 24 in December of this year, 2020. So I haven't really been here too long, but in the short time that I have been blessed to be able to walk this earth, I have made a few mistakes that I want to share with y'all for the purposes of possibly learning and growing from it. You see what I'm saying? Like the video one time. If you have not liked the video already, hit that thumbs up button. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Like the video. All right. So having said that, man, one of my first mistakes I made was, when I was a little younger, man, I was really indecisive. I was a person who had a hard time really making their mind up and, coming up with a decision in a timely fashion. You see what I'm saying? And part of the reason why I was so indecisive is because I really didn't have that much information to make a decision based on. You see what I'm saying? Which was, mainly my own fault. I take responsibility for all my own mistakes. But if I had the ability to be more decisive, if I possessed the ability to be more decisive at a younger age, then I probably will be a little bit better off than I am right now. Not saying that, I'm ungrateful for the position that I'm in right now, but I'm just saying, we all look back in retrospect, 2020, what they say, retrospect is 2020 vision, something like that. But when it's easy to look back and think of what you could have done differently, but, hopefully by me sharing this with you guys, you understand that, it's so important to be decisive, man. You don't want to take a bunch of time deciding what you want to do. And, you want to make every decision quickly and, concisely, You don't really want to make decisions based on emotion. You want to make sure your decisions have some type of logic back behind it, okay? And also, it's okay to make the wrong decision, you know, as long as you know, recognize that you made the wrong decision and you correct that mistake in a timely fashion and move on, man, everything's gonna be okay. I'm telling you. So, having said that, man, you wanna be decisive with whatever decision you make, whether you're choosing a career path or whether you're choosing you know, even a life partner, something like that, a business partner, you know, whether you're deciding on what pair of shoes you want to go buy at the mall, you know, whether you're deciding what business you want to start next, you know, you want to be decisive and you want to make that decision in a timely fashion, okay? And once you do make that decision, if you for any reason feel like the decision you made was, you know, inadequate, then it's your responsibility to change your mind. You know, it's up to you to change your mind and to correct your decision making in order to produce the effect that you desire. You see what I'm saying? It's all up to you. But the number one thing you don't want to be, man, is indecisive. Okay, that's being indecisive will really detriment your progress in a serious way. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm being 100 with y'all, man. Also, you know, a few mistakes that I made, or rather, I say an additional mistake that I made, you know, when I was a little bit younger is, you know, I didn't really believe in myself, you know. I didn't have too much self-belief. I didn't believe in my own abilities and capabilities, you know. So for that reason, I wasn't able to really make things happen in a way that I am today because I didn't believe in myself. You see what I'm saying? So when you believe in yourself, what happens is you have the ability now to move faster than you did in previous times. You see what I'm saying? Because, you know, that self-doubt, man, is gonna detriment you so much. You know, you're gonna be questioning whether you can even make things happen or whether you can even, you know, execute on certain plans. But you know, you gotta really just believe in yourself, man. And then once you start having those small victories, once you start having those, you know, small accomplishments, and they start adding up over time, what you realize is, man, you're gonna start building up your self-esteem, and after a while, you have no choice but to believe in yourself. Okay, but you have to have results. You see what I'm saying? You have to have results. You have to have something that you can point to, so that when the time comes for you to believe in yourself, you can think, okay, I've done this thing, you know, I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this next thing. You see what I'm saying? And then you start believing in yourself. And before you know it, it's like second nature, man. You just go out there and you start killing it, you know, and you start handling things in a different manner, you know, in a more positive manner. You see what I'm saying? And that's really just how I feel, man, about that. So learn from my mistakes, man. Don't be indecisive. And, you know, also, you got to believe in yourself, man, all times. You know, you have to believe that you're capable of doing anything that you want, you know. And if you don't believe it, man, you have to make yourself believe it until it becomes true. You see what I'm saying? Fake it till you make it, you know. That's what some people say. Some people say, oh, you want to make it first, then fake it. But, you know, sometimes you got to fake it till you make it, you know. I'm not saying fake it as in be a fake individual or be a fake, you know, a fake person, but you may have to trick yourself into believing that you have, you know, some type of abilities. And then, you know, once you do that, you actually start to develop those abilities in yourself, and it's authentic. You see what I'm saying? It's just like swimming, man. Like, you know, most people, when they learn how to swim, you know, no one is born knowing how to swim, right? You know, it's something that has to be learned over time. But eventually, once you learn how to swim, and you can just dive in that water and just start backstroking, you know, front stroking, you know, froggy style, a whole bunch of different shit without really having any supervision. You know what I'm saying? No flotation device. You just out there by yourself, you know, backpedaling or what have you, you know, and it becomes a habit. It becomes second nature to you, you know, and that's the same with a lot of different things. You know, that same analogy can be applied to pretty much any endeavor in life, you know. That's just my opinion, though. You know, take it as you will. But you know, one of the few more things I wanted to touch on in this video, man. One of the mistakes that I made in my previous times in my past is you know, in life, oftentimes we suffer losses and we suffer, you know, L's, things like that. And because we don't want to lose so bad, oftentimes we try to hold on to whatever is holding us back. You see what I'm saying? And you know, it's really a detriment to do so because you're really only hindering yourself. You know, so what I want to tell you guys is to make sure when you do incur these losses, you have to learn how to cut your losses quick. You see what I'm saying? You gotta learn how to cut your losses. You know, and move on when you cut your losses as well, because if you hold on to your losses too long, man, it's just gonna slow you down. It's gonna be just dead weight, and you're not gonna be able to grow at a significant pace. You see what I'm saying? It's like you know, it's like when you invest in certain stocks, you know, people who are experts recommend that when you do reevaluate your stock portfolio, if you have a certain stock that's not performing, you know, within a timely fashion, whether it be on a quarterly basis or whether it be, you know, on a yearly basis, most experts are going to recommend that you cut your losses and you know, you sell that stock. You know, it's not performing, so, you know, it got to go. It's going to weigh down your portfolio if you continue to own this company. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, give yourself a time frame for everything, you know, and when the time comes where you feel like whatever you're holding on to isn't performing at the rate that you think it should, just go ahead and cut your losses, man. Go ahead and cut your losses and move on to the next thing. And, you know, you don't want to dwell too much on the mistakes you made either, because dwelling is such a unproductive thing. You know, it's not really productive to dwell or to complain, for that matter. You know, all these things really don't produce any productivity, man. You want to just, you know, go ahead and snap out of it and go on to the next thing, man. And, you know, try to get that production. Try to stay positive, really. You know what I mean? It's so important to stay positive, especially when you cut your losses. So so yeah, man, having said that, man, just a few of the mistakes that I made in my life, man. You know, if you can learn from it, if you can grow from my mistakes, then this video has a purpose, man. That's all I really want. So once again, just to touch on what I've said so far in this video, man, you don't want to be indecisive in anything that you do, man. You want to be a decisive person, okay? You want to be able to make your mind up in a timely fashion, okay? Don't take all day to make your mind up, okay? You don't want to do that. Trust me. Be decisive. Okay. Also, you want to believe in yourself, man, because, you know, a fast way to not achieve your goals is to not believe in yourself. Okay. Because if you don't believe in yourself, how would you expect someone else to believe in you? You see what I'm saying? What sense does that make? You know, it's just, you know, you got to believe in yourself first and foremost. If you don't believe in yourself, how could you expect somebody else to? You can't. You see what I'm saying? Believe in yourself. Also, you know, when you ever do occur some type of loss, or you do occur some type of, event that causes you to lose out, whether it be financially, emotionally, whatever the case may be, you want to go ahead and just cut your losses as soon as you recognize them. Cut your losses and move on quickly, okay? Don't dwell. Don't feel sorry for yourself. You know, don't woe is me, I should have did this, should have, could have, would have. No, just cut your losses, move on to the next thing, and focus on the next best decision, okay? Because, you know, oftentimes in life, man, we make these decisions that may not be so great at the time. And, you know, since we can't unchange what's already been done, we start to dwell on the decision instead of trying to make the next best decision. So I'm here to tell you that when those times do occur and when those moments do occur in your life, the best thing you can do is just simply focus on making the next best decision, okay? Focus on making the very next best decision, man. That's all you could do, okay? That's all you could do. Learn from your mistakes, and then from that point on, make the next best decision, okay? Very simple, man, but, you know, sometimes common sense ain't so common these days, you know, so... You know, I had to just bring that up for you guys one time, man, you know. I got one more thing I want to talk about in this video, man. But before I get into it, man, if you have not already liked the video, hit that thumbs up button. Take your thumb like this. Like the video one time. Give my like some, man. It's only right. You know, if you stayed this long, you might as well like the video. Also, if you have not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button one time for me, man, because I'm coming with this content and, you know, I don't want you to miss out. So it's very imperative that you like this video. Matter of fact, it's paramount that you subscribe to my channel as well. So go ahead and take care of that for me, man, one time, man, you know. And allow me to take this water break one time as well, you know. All right, man, so yeah, getting back to this video, man, this is part 2 I wanted to talk about. And, you know, this is just my opinion, you know, feel free to disagree with me, you know. But I feel that the #1 factor for success is indeed hunger. You see what I'm saying? I feel like the #1 factor to success is how hungry an individual is, okay? And the reason why I say that is because an individual that is hungry is always going to outperform an individual who is not, okay? Because, you know, a lot of people don't realize this, but when a person is hungry, they actually start to behave differently, okay? They actually start to have different chemicals released in their brain that causes them to perform in a different fashion than somebody who is, you know, full or satisfied, you know. And the reason why that is because being hungry allows you to tap into more of a survival instinct, and it allows you to be more sharp, and it allows you to see and process information at a more rapid rate. You see what I'm saying? And you know, there's plenty of research to back this up. You guys can do it on your own time, but you know, I just really wanted to say that the #1 factor for success is hunger, because at the end of the day, if you're not hungry, man, you're gonna get comfortable. You know, you're gonna get comfortable like a, you know, like a king on a throne. You know, and what do kings do? They eat and they eat and they eat, and eventually, what happens? They get that gout. You know, they get that big toe starts swelling up. You know, yeah, too much red meat. It's a reason why they call it king's disease, because kings are known, well, even today, they're known for eating a lot of food, unhealthy food. As a result, their diet and their health suffers, and, you know, they reach their expiration date before their appointed time, you know. It's just what happens. So don't be like the king on the throne, man. I want you to remain hungry. I want you to, you know, even if you have to force yourself to physically eat less food every day. You know, I know people say they recommend you eat 3 square meals a day, but, you know, some of y'all may want to cut down to like 1 or 2 square meals a day, you know, because there's no reason you should be having a breakfast, lunch, brunch, dinner, midnight snack every day. You know what I'm saying? That's a little bit too much. You know what I mean? You may want to cut back on the food intake just a little bit. You know, it's just my opinion. You know, that's just how I feel about the situation. Okay. Because a lot of you guys, even though you're eating a lot of food, you're not really getting a lot of nutrients from that food. So your body has to work twice as hard to break down food that it's not even getting half the nutrients it needs from. You're not getting no vitamins, you're not getting no minerals, barely any protein. And half of you guys don't even know what protein is, but that's beside the point. That's really beside the point. You know, I want to stay on topic for this video, man, you know. Having said that, man, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I want to reiterate some of the points I made in this video. I truly believe that hunger is the #1 factor for success. I'll take a hungry person over a non-hungry person 7 days a week and 365 days out the year, man. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel. Stay hungry and you'll stay successful, man. Point blank, period. You know, also, I broke down some of my mistakes that I made in some of my younger years in this video. And if you learn from my mistakes, if you could, you know, soak up some of the messages I conveyed in this video, I think you'll be a lot better off than you were before. Okay, so having said that, man, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I want you guys to remember to take care of yourself, because if you don't, nobody else will. Self-love is the best love. Take care and peace.